Hello everybody and happy Thursday. Thank you for joining me for the flip through of my very first design team project for Tracie Fox Creative. I'm really excited to show you this. A bit nervous because it's my first one for the team, and I've had loads and loads of fun working with Tracie's digitals and putting this journal together. So thank you very much to Tracie and the rest of the team for having a hand in choosing me to be on this group of really talented people. There's a list down below of everyone that's in Tracie's team, so go and check everybody out. And if you're not aware of them all, have a look at them and give them some love and help support them. So let me show you first the kits that I've used in this design team project for November. And it's called, this journal is called My Family and Other Photos. So yeah, it's a bit of a nod to Gerald Durrell, My Family and Other Animals. I just liked it. Thought it went in with I thought it went in with what I had done here. So it's using the main kit called Family Ties, and this is a new kit of Tracie's. It's only been out a few weeks. This is it, Family Ties. It is gorgeous. Now, I'm not very often I'll do a really grungy journal, or I'll do a really vintage style, shall we say, vintage style journal. So this has been a real change for me, and I've enjoyed it. And for those of you that love to use all sorts of portraiture in your journals, this is definitely the kit for you to get. Fabulous. These are from some photos that Tracie's lightened and you know, made them in a better state for everyone to use. I have actually altered the sizings on these, so you are able to do that once you purchase the kit, so that you can, you know, use it for whatever size journal you want. These larger photos that come with like a backing card, you'll see what I've done. I have enlarged and made them into full pages. Look at this cutie, she's lovely, I love her. And I just love the fact that loads of these have come from Leicester. So the original photographers for many of these, where it says from the studio of Seville and Co. Photographic Portrait Painters, Granby Street, Leicester. And yeah, we know Leicester very well. We used to live in Nottinghamshire, and both my sons live in Leicestershire now. So here you get plenty of things to use in this kit. Okay, so that is Family Ties, and that is the main kit that I've used. And this is the main inspiration when Tracie sent this to the members of the design team, and I was pondering what I was going to do for my first project. This is what sort of made the first seeds of an idea for making it. Then next, so the additional kits I've used, domino portraits. So this is domino portraits, and if you saw my video yesterday, I was using these to make some belly bands and side tucks and what have you. I've also used them, so they're the dominoes, they're the circle portraits, these are all in the same, and then oval portraits. So mainly use the oval portraits. So oval, domino portraits and circle portraits are the ones there. So they tie in, as you can see, lovely colorations that tie in with the main kit. Then the tour. Now I've had this in my collection for quite a while, and I've used it in many things, and I just thought that this was a really useful kit to have, that you can use it for all sorts of different things. And I thought it fitted in well with my vintage photo album, my family album. There are also old postcards. They're old letter postcards, as in the ones from holidays. Then we've got 3 images here, which I have used all these, and I love this married couple here. They look so stylish. I love those. Then we have some different adverts. And again here, you know, we've got museum, gallery, times of opening, destinations, maps of different parts of the world, which you'll see I've used in this journal, because it's a bit of a family album as well, collecting little bits the family have collected over time or been sent from friends who have visited overseas. And it goes on. So we've got loads to play with in this this vintage. It's Tour the Vintage Ephemera 1 and 2. So I'll put that down below for you. And then I've put Tracie labels. Well, I just, there's that many that I love. I buy them all and I just mix them up. But I just wanted to give you an example of what I've particularly enjoyed using in this journal. And I've not used as many labels as I do normally, actually. And this is the More Random Numbers set. And, you know, if you're new to junk journaling and you're new to the kits that Tracie produces for us, this is a really good, I find this a really good starting point. It's in different colourways and what have you, but I just printed the brown set off just to give you an idea. And I just think it's the font and everything looks as if it's way back in time, you know. It could be in Victorian era, and it just, the just font of it just fits in nicely with what I wanted to achieve. So there we have my family and other photos, all the kits that I've used. Please go and check them out. I'll put a link down below. I mean, all these could make several journals, and this is my November design team project for Tracie Fox Creative. So without further ado, let's bring her in. I'm really excited about this. Okay, this journal measures, this my family and other photos measures roughly 7 inches by 10. So that's about 180 by 255, something like that. Yeah, it has got this gaiter mouth, but I actually do like that because it shows off the wraparound, and it sort of, you know what it's like, they just grow, don't they, when you get excited using some stuff. So I'm going to take this off without, I've just got it to a nice size, but we did do a video showing this, and this is made with Craftex and some really old vintage buttons from my stash, old fabrics, doilies, old edgings to papers, some pieces of the, you know, the string bags that you get on lunch bags, and I really had fun making that, and I just felt that it went nicely with this book that I've been hoarding forever. So that's it, that's its wraparound. Now this is a really old book that it's from the 1800s. This is called The Traveller's Guide. It has got some lovely stenciling, embossing in it. I'm not sure if you can see that. And again, round. I don't know if it's real leather or not. I've given it a good clean. I've also put a layer of Mod Podge, a couple of layers of Mod Podge on, just to protect it, because obviously it is from the 1800s. And it is actually an original book that they used to give to soldiers in the UK, of a bit of a scripture, as a scripture and wise advice for the soldiers. But as I said in previous videos, I've not used too many of the original pages out of it because they were a bit over the top and you know, hell and damnation, and I think we didn't need that in a nice project like this. So let's have a look inside. Here we go. The inside, the end papers were too battered to be able to keep, so I've lined it with some upholstery fabric. This pocket here is one that I did way back that I've been hoarding in one of my Tuesday slow stitch squares project, and I just thought that this was the right thing for it to go in. So this is some really old Indian fabric here, and it's got a very antique button on there, and obviously slow stitching. Made that into a pocket, and I've used some Edith Holden in here. Some of the images and some of the writing for making some of the tags, because I just felt that would Edith Holden really, I didn't want to use any other kits but Tracie's for her design team project, but a bit of Edith Holden really matched the era. So we've got a few little bits and bobs of Edith, and these we were making yesterday. So from my masterboard, we're going to put a playlist together for this so that you can watch all the videos if you've missed. These are very old. They were sent in Happy Mail. I'm sorry I can't remember who sent them, a long while ago. And plenty of space to write. I've put that in so we've got a pocket at the back. Again, one of the tags we made. I wanted all the coloration to be very similar apart from pops of colour in it. Now the rest of the pages are also vintage. They are from an old heraldry book that I've got, and I thought they would be great. They were a good size when folded in half to fit into this journal, and I just thought that the style of it went really nice. So I've given them all, I've tried to personalise it a bit as well. Well, that's just probably me being quirky, because it's, you know, it's representing an old family album that's been in a family for years, and you know, you tend to write in who people are, or what, you know, we went today out here for a picnic or whatever. You do tend to scribble odd things in, don't you? Well, I do. And so, you know, I've named who these family members are in some cases. This is Uncle Harold, for example. I've put plenty of these handmade tabs, and I made these from the original pages out of the Traveller's book, and I feel that they went nicely. Here, just a pop of colour with a fussy cut from Edith Holden. We've got Aunt Charlotte here. I just love that. I love her. And then on the back, we've got some more from the actual kit. Now, what I've also done is I've sort of put scrappy ends of some washi tape and in places, because I remember looking back at some of my old photo albums or whatever in the loft, and sometimes we used to go to those photo booths and have the photos done, and then stick it in with a bit of tape, and I sort of just like that look. So some of the things are given that look. This is Edgar. So he is one that I enlarged. I think he's very imposing. I like him. He's like the patriarch of the family. Bit more Edith Holden. A little pocket from my dictionary pages. Now I'll show you the backing board. This is the Spanish dictionary from the early 1800s, and this is, I've still got the original. I've got quite a few of the pages as well, but I've got the original hardback covers. I thought I'd just show you, so that there's a, you know, a mixture in here of the real 1800s papers. There we go. 2 pockets here, and then here from the kit I've made a little trifold. He's written, "To Mother and Father, best wishes, Thomas." And in those days they did used to, certainly in the UK, they used to have photographs taken, if they were rich enough, as presents. So they often would send the parents or the members of the family. I'll turn that into a little writing card. They would often send photos of themselves or the children. Here I've just got a collage with some of that masterboard and a lovely fussy cut from Edith Holden, and one of the lovely oval portrait ladies. What I've done here with some of them, just to make it look a little different, I've wrapped some fine linen thread around the portrait. I've put a little crystally bling on there, sticker, and then I've put some glossy accent over the top to hold it, and then some dyed cheesecloth behind. This is one of the original pages, and you know, I've not neatened them off. I like that scrappy look. That's how they were in the book. You don't want it all to look pristine. Excuse me. Here, this is one of the little belly band ladies that we made yesterday, and that's just perfect for tucking one of the cards that we made. Here we've got Aunt Charlotte, and bless her, she's got, this is Harold, who is her husband, and she's also got this cockatoo, Bertie. So Aunt Charlotte is no longer with the family, and so, you know, they've done a little montage from her 2 favourites, a husband and a bird, and I just like that pop of colour. All the large photos have got a vintage hemp from Italy, so if you look at the top, you can see that. I'm not dazzling you. The large photos are with the main family members. I've got a tab at the top in this linen-y hemp. I'm not sure. I think it may be linen. It's very vintage anyway. Here again, all these papers are from my old heraldry book. Another one from the portraits, and I like that. These tags, I really like them. They look effective in this type of journal. You know, when you're recycling, aren't you? That's another good thing. Something from Edith Holden here. These are the lovely ladies that are made with the from the masterboard. I did a bit of sewing on there and put the oval ladies on. I really like that. Just a bit of collage on there. This is one of them out of the kit, the background of the photography studio, and I've enlarged these as well to make pockets. So I thought they made a nice sturdy pocket. And this is one from the tour. So you know, there's odd things. They've been sent postcards from friends and family on overseas visits, or if they've been to a certain shop or whatever, and they sort of get put in, don't they, in family albums. Here we have, and I like this page because it's still got some of the old signatures in there from you know, when they were looking. This is the study of names as one of the chapters in the heraldry book, and I really like that font there. Here I've repurposed one of Tracie's labels that she did for the Japanese kit, and I made I've sold it now, but I really enjoyed that. I made a lovely journal with that Japanese selection, and I didn't necessarily want to put a Japanese thing here, but I put some of my faux washi, handmade washi on there just to brighten that up a little bit. Here's one of the Edith Holden, just one of the longish tags there, and I've put one of the Oval Ladies, one of the blingy ones, which I thought was nice. The scrap ends that I had left they were the only 2 scrap ends I had left from the whole masterboard, cutting it up into tags and journal cards, belly bands, etc. And you don't waste anything, do you? So I just put a bit of something on there, and I thought that looked nice. And you can see you've only just got to add this incy wincy little Tracie label, and it you know, it just transforms it. Little butterfly and a bit of colour on there. Again, one of the pages out of the original book says, "Give it up, mate, give it up." I don't know if they're trying to persuade these soldiers to stop smoking. I don't know. Another one of the tabs. I've tried to put different font, because the thing is, in this book the font was all different, and that's what I liked about it. So the tabs that are on the side, some of them have got large font, some of them are more italics, and I like that mix. Here, well, we've got something out of Edith Holden. "Travelling in India, having had his conscience awakened." This is a really old photo that was in my heraldry book, and it looks a bit like it's inside, but it's as if it's like the Battle of Trafalgar, after the Battle of Trafalgar or something. All these soldiers coming in to relay what's happened in battle. Put a little thing from one of the photographers, the Haymarket Leicester. Here, I've turned one of the pieces of masterboard into a side tuck, and one of the things from the tour, Edith Holden. And I love this, I love her, and again we've just stuck her in with some old washi. Here it says The Study of Names again, and just got some nice decorative pages in this heraldry book. Here, just got a little pocket and a little somewhere to write that was left out of the family portraits. Here we've got some ephemera that was sent to the family. I wanted to keep that map. Then we have Anne. This is Anne. And she's a nice big pocket there, look. And here we've got one of the postcards from the tour. One of the lovely ladies again. Here we've got a montage of family members. Free supper. In a town in the south of England, a Christian gentleman, interested in a large number of men who usually went nowhere to hear the gospel, wondered how he might gather such together to listen to the story of Jesus and his love. So there's odd pages that I thought were nice, you know, nicely written and were interesting, so they've been put in. Here, what I did was, obviously from stamping out the tabs, these are the negatives, so I've used some of my portraits behind that to give it a bit of a frame, and I like how that's turned out. Edith Holden Poppy, tracing your ancestors, and this is like copies of old birth certificates and things in the UK that's on there. Again from the tour, the kit the tour. Here we've got a pocket and an Edith Holden tag with one of the ladies on. So there are plenty of spaces for writing as well in here. There we go, we've just got a collage there from yesterday. Bit of Edith Holden. This is William. So he's one of the enlarged enlarged. Sorry, I can't talk. And we've got a side pocket here, Edith Holden, and Imperial Tea Rooms, a ticket from the Imperial Tea Rooms for coffee morning. So one of them will be going on that. This is a really old paper out of the index out the original book. Montage of the lovely ladies and some Edith Holden in her collage on there. It's quite sturdy paper, this ancestry paper. Here we have the centre pages, and so we're in the middle of the signature, and I've put another good use for some Edith Holden scraps is I make some of these little rounds, which, you know, you can have them as tag toppers or anything, but I like them in here because of the colour. Another one of the big portraits. Here again, a little footy cut of Edith Holden and one of my lovely blingy portrait ladies. And again, here they are. Aren't they stunning? These are all the ladies of the family. I think this must have been, you know, some royal horse occasion, royal ascot or something. They're all dressed up with the hats on. Bit of Edith Holden. Kept this pretty blank because it's got all lovely images of old letters on there from the heraldry. Here, just a little pocket with, I just stamped that on some old paper. I've got a book stamp, postcard stamp. Here, she's lovely. She's got lovely curly hair. We've got some lovely flowers there. And then on here again, another one of the negatives from the tabs, and a couple more family members there. Writing space on there. Again, these lovely ladies. This is a really old card that was sent in Happy Mail, and it's got a tuck spot behind for one of the tags. Bit of Edith Holden. This is Amelia. She's so cute. She's got a little birdie there with her. One of the big tabs at the top because she's one of the big photos. In here again, we've used one of the they're really like advertising cards, I think, for the photographic studios, and I just think enlarged, they make fabulous pockets. This is one of the postcards out of the tour which the family had been sent. Here we are, we've just got a collage with a pocket there and some itty bitties in there for writing on. Another couple of these little photo booth photos in there that are just clipped on, so you can put them wherever you like, and just a little one of my ribbon toppers, ribbon paper clips. Little side pocket here, and one of the little tags that we made yesterday. Lovely Edith Holden bird there. Just a bit of a collage on there. Then on here we've got a pocket at the bottom, and I stamped some tickets. They're just ticket stamps that I have. And on here again there's some little tickets, so they're all loose. They can be put, whoever buys the journal, they can be put to whatever use. A little bit of straw paper here for doing a bit of journaling on. This actually opens up. There's a full page there from the How Our Ancestors Lived. He's smart. He's Uncle Jock. And he tucks back in there with one of the ribbon clips at the top again there. Bits of collage here. Here we've got some photographs just clipped on there that can be used anywhere, and a little bit of that washi, because this is some old French, well, it's faux French, it's not original, but it's sort of got an image of a lady on there dressed up in the fashion, and I thought that went with the theme. Some more itty bitty photos there. Again, one of the large photos. And then here we have, on this tab at the top, I've pinned in with a button, 2 little buttons, one that's mother of pearl. So there's a couple of bits that they've saved. There's an old letter on the back there, there's one from the tour there, and I've just pinned it on so you can take them out or do whatever. Here there's a little side tuck pocket and one of the tags, and it just actually stops that from swinging about, so that's just ideal really. That keeps that in its place. One of the original papers with some Edith Holden. And then here, this is one of the aunts, and she's got a pocket here, and she's got a few secrets stashed away, and they're inside this sort of a secret pocket. So we've got a couple of old letters with something secret on them. They have been told that she had a French lover, so this one is actually in French, so I reckon it's from him. Can't put it back in its place now then. So they are back in there, back in the secret little place. Here we've just got a little montage. Again, another one of the aunts, and this is her baby. So went to this photographic studio in Leicester and had these smaller things done. And then this is her father, so she's Uncle Jock's daughter. Here, lovely pocket, and we have got a tag there with one of the printables and one of Tracie's labels. And then here again, one of the masterboards, and I've put a little bit of pink doily on there because I felt it went with the baby girls and the hues of it, so that's been put there. Here, another pocket that we did, and I've put one of the lovely portrait ladies on, tag out of Edith Holden, and again that's a nitty bitty one from a previous masterboard I made. My favourite couple here, I love these pair, they're so stylish. And cutie baby there. This one is another side pull out tuck, which is, I need to cut that out. I think it keeps getting stuck or stick it down, so I shall do that in a minute. Again, some of the little photo booth photos. There's plenty of writing space or to put on there, whatever. And this is somebody sent this information about galleries, museums and gardens, so that just tucks in there with again a ribbon paper clip. And then here, Edith Holden pocket, and then the long tag that we made yesterday. This page, again, more information of different places that the family's visited. Again, another photo of Uncle Jock. We have got the sister, so that's the sister too, she's there. And then here, one of the portraits in the back there, and again this is a real vintage notelet card for some extra journaling space. And then on the back, on the back here, we've got an assortment of things. We've got a little pocket here with a card in there, a business card. Again, this is from Rowan Wilson in Leicester, and all the negatives are being preserved. a bit of this washi to hold things in place. Love that, just a pop of colour with a butterfly. And then in the back pocket I've got some vintage lace from my stash. I love that. It's sort of got some like embossed silky pieces on it. And then in here, again out of the kit, I've forgotten what it's called now, I've been talking about it all the way through, the tour. We've got some old calendars that somebody's collected and wanted to keep. Somebody sent something from the Côte d'Azur in Nice in France, so that's been saved in case anybody wants to go. And then another card from the masterboard, and that just fits in there. So there we are. Let's put their thing back on. This can be undone. It's made to work, but it's just easier, I think. Easier just to slip it off. So there we are. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to check out all Tracie's kits that I've used down below. You'll have so much fun, as I have, if you decide to get them and make a few journals with them. And see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye for now.